Hi guys, just want to give you a look at the Slumberjack Lone Pine 0 degree bag today. I just got this bag, so I don't have any use with it yet. But I couldn't find any videos on it on this bag on YouTube. So I figured I'd make a video showing it and just give my initial impressions of it. And down the road, once I actually get some use with it, if there's anything that I think you should know, I'll annotate this video, or down the road in a year or two, once I really put some use on it, I'll just make an updated review. But this is a 0 degree bag, and I wanted a winter bag for backpacking specifically. And I looked at most of kind of the entry-level bags, and this is the one I decided to go with, mostly because of the weight. This one comes in at 3 pounds 10 ounces manufacturer weight. My scale said 3 pounds 11 ounces, which is actually pretty impressive that it's that close, because most manufacturers will kind of cheat on the weight a little. So 3 pounds 11 ounces, and it's a 0 degree synthetic bag. And I did decide to go with a synthetic bag over like a down bag, mostly because of the price, and also waterproofness and moisture. A down bag, they do pack down lighter and smaller, which is nice. They have better loft, better insulative properties. Very nice bags, but if they get wet, they lose some of their insulative properties. I wasn't so crazy about that. I didn't really like the idea that if my bag gets wet, all of a sudden I'm in the freezing cold with a bag that's not really doing all that much for me. So I like kind of the guarantee that even if this gets wet, at least it's going to still insulate to some degree. And also it's just more affordable. And so I can deal with the synthetic. It's totally fine for me. And so I'll give you a little bit of a look at this when it's in its compression sack. This did come with the compression sack. I like that. Some of the other ones, I think like the Kelty Cosmic, they didn't come with the compression sack, so you'd have to buy that separate. So you might want to factor that in the cost when you're comparing. So I'll just give you a quick measurement. So there you go. You're looking at around 9 inches-ish in diameter. And you lay it down. This is a 15-inch ruler, by the way. Around 14 inches in length. So 9 by 14 when it's in its compressed state. One thing I don't like about this sack is that there's the sleeping bag. It's just kind of this top thing's just kind of supposed to tuck in or something. I prefer the sacks that actually have like a lid, that goes over it, because this thing's just going to kind of flop around and not really do anything. I guess you're supposed to tuck that in, and I don't know. It's just a poor design, but it doesn't really affect all that much. So I'll pop this open and we can talk about it a little more. Okay, so here's the bag open. And really what I would term it kind of a medium quality bag. There's a few little kind of nitpicky things that you can tell it's not, top quality, but it's definitely good enough, at least for my uses. I don't really, foresee having any major issues with it. And I think it's going to fill my roles, pretty much perfectly. So I guess we'll start from the top. So you can see there it is a fleece-lined hood, which is very nice, and there is a separate cinch for right here, and so this will cinch around your neck, and then there's also the hood cinch. So you can really kind of really tighten this thing up if you want to, and really cinch it down, which is nice if it's really cold. And there is one thing about the color. On their website and on pictures online, it looks kind of like a brick color, on the 0 degree, and it's really more of an orange. There's really nothing brick about it. It's basically just kind of a straight orange. So, you know, just be warned. It's an orange bag, which I really don't have too many complaints about. Your inside here, this is just a slick polyester, so it's not like you have fleece on the actual inside of your bag, which I don't mind. I think it'll be easier to keep clean this way if it's just a polyester. It's basically the same material on the outside as on the inside, but you do have a fleece-lined hood. Your zipper on here is, I don't know, it's not, as far as I know, like a YKK or a name brand zipper. And, you know, it doesn't feel, I mean, it feels like, you know, it could snag a little if well, like it is right now. So there you go. So, you know, you can tell it's not the top quality zipper. There you go. It is smooth. It works fine. And, you know, I think it'll be relatively durable. But, you know, you just have to make sure you treat your zipper well. You know, just don't, you know, yank on it, you know, or be harsh with it, and I think it'll work great for you. Just something to, you know, to know though. It's not, you know, a top quality zipper, but again, I think it's good enough. It fits the budget price. $90 for a lightweight 0 degree bag. You know, I'm totally happy with what I got here. I think it's a very decent quality bag, and, you know, I think it'll serve me well. You know, if I want something that's just going to be absolute top quality, you know, you can spend a lot more. You can spend 2-3 times this, you know, getting a North Face or something really nice. And, you know, if that's what you want, go for it. For me, I think this bag is going to be just about everything I need. One last thing, on the foot down here, on the bottom of the bag, I'm on a tripod, sorry. You can see there is a vent down here that unzips. So, let's see if I can do this one in hand. Well, you can see that this vent is has mesh right there. So there's a foot vent with mesh. So if your feet do start overheating, you can vent that out, which is nice. Okay guys, so this is the compression sack before it's all compressed down, and like the rest of the bag, you know, it's decent quality, not, you know, top quality, not amazing. And so some of these stitching points and things, I have heard reports that they're not, you know, amazingly strong. They look decently put together to me, at least, you know, from initial impressions. Looks like a decent quality bag. But one thing that I'm gonna do, you know, when I'm compressing this down, is I'm not just gonna crank on this. So, you know, let me just demonstrate. So I got the bag in there. It is well sized. It doesn't, you know, it's not impossibly small, so it's like, you know, crazy to try to get the bag back in there. You know, fits well. And I'm trying to figure where that little flap is. There we go. So the bag does fit pretty well. And let's cinch this shut. There you go. Now we got that like that. So instead of, you know, compressing this, just pulling on this strap, I'm just going to, from on top, I'm just going to push down and then just take up the slack. So I'm just pressing all the air out of it and then tightening the strap. So that way, you know, you should lengthen the life of these straps by doing it that way. Just, you know, just work your way around, just do a little bit of it at a time. You know, it's actually not that hard, but it's hard to do with the weird camera angle that I'm at right now. So pretty easy to do. You're just pressing all the air out. and tightening the strap down. So I gotta finish this off camera. Almost done. So there you go. There is your, sorry guys, there's your final size. And I just wanted to give a quick comparison. This right here, this bag, is a, if you can see this is a Lafuma Yellowstone Light. And this is a 40-degree bag, and you know, pretty typical size for a 40-degree bag. If, by the way, if you're wondering, the duct tape's just covering my name. So, pretty typical size for a 40-degree bag. This is a non-compression sack; it's just a stuff sack for it that came with it. And so there is your size comparison between, you know, a 40-degree general bag and, you know, a 0-degree bag. So, you know, about the same length. It's just this one's just, you know, a little bit thicker, a little bit heavier. So, hope that was helpful, guys. Everyone have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Feel free to ask questions in the comments. Be happy to help you out. Bye.